Over 100 million gummy bears are eaten every day worldwide. Today, we're taking you behind the scenes of the fascinating gummy bear manufacturing process. From raw ingredients to perfectly shaped gummies, we'll uncover the secrets of their ingredients, cooking process, molding, and even quality control to ensure every gummy is perfect. The process starts with key ingredients: gelatin powder, sucrose, glucose, water, and flavors and colorings. Gelatin is a protein derived from collagen found in animal tissues and bones, giving gummies their chewy and elastic texture. Sucrose, or common table sugar, that provides sweetness, while glucose helps prevent the gummies from becoming too hard. Water is essential for mixing the ingredients, and flavors and colorings, whether natural like fruit extracts or artificial, give gummies their final taste and appearance. The manufacturing process begins with preparing the gelatin. The gelatin powder is first sprinkled into cold water and left to soak for about 20 to 30 minutes, allowing it to absorb the water and hydrate. Once hydrated, the mixture is transferred to a large tank where it is combined with sugars to continue the production process. The mixture is heated until the sugars are fully dissolved, creating a smooth, oogary solution. At this stage, the hydrated gelatin is added. The mixture is then carefully heated to a controlled temperature to ensure the gelatin dissolves properly without breaking down. Once the gelatin and sugars are fully dissolved and the mixture reaches the ideal temperature, the flavor and color are added. Flavors are blended in, followed by colorants, which can be natural or artificial. Next comes the homogenization phase, where the mixture is continuously stirred. This constant movement prevents lumps from forming and ensures that all ingredients blend evenly. It also helps eliminate air bubbles, maintaining a smooth texture. The mixture is then transferred to special cooking tanks designed to withstand high temperatures and distribute heat evenly. Temperature control is crucial at this stage, with the tanks set between 120 degrees Celsius and 150 degrees Celsius, depending on the specific gummy recipe. The mixture is heated gradually to preserve the structure of the gelatin and prevent flavor loss, which could occur if the heat is too intense or applied too quickly. Once the mixture reaches the perfect consistency, the initial cooling process begins. This controlled cooling thickens the mixture, making it easier to pour into molds without spilling or creating misshapen gummies. The next step is preparing the trays that will be used for molding by filling them with fine cornstarch. The cornstarch not only lines the trays, but also acts as a natural release agent, preventing the gummy mixture from sticking to the mold. This makes it easier to remove the gummies once they are set. Next, stamps with different shapes, such as gummy bears, worms, or other figures, are pressed into the starch, creating precise cavities for molding. The next step involves precise depositing of the gummy mixture. Special machines are calibrated to dispense the exact amount of liquid mixture into each cavity. Once filled, the trays are left at room temperature for gradual cooling. During this period, the gelatin in the mixture begins to set, forming the final gummy shape. The solidification process takes several hours. To remove the gummies, the trays undergo a mechanical tapping or vibration process. This gentle movement helps release the gummies from the starch molds without damaging their shape. After demolding, any remaining starch is removed using soft brushes or compressed air. The excess starch is then collected, sieved to remove impurities, and reused in the molding process. Next, the gummies are transferred to drying tunnels or designated drying areas. These tunnels maintain a controlled environment with circulating hot air to remove any remaining moisture, ensuring the gummies achieve their ideal texture. The final step is coating, which enhances the appearance and texture. A small amount of vegetable oil or carnauba wax is applied to give the gummies a glossy finish and prevent them from sticking together. Commonly used oils include coconut or palm oil. The coating method varies depending on the type of gummy and the desired effect. Some are lightly sprayed while others are dipped. For gummies with a sugary or sour finish, a special coating mix is prepared and applied to give them their signature texture and taste. The gummy candies are placed in rotating drums for the coating process. As they rotate, the sugary or sour coating is gradually added. The continuous movement ensures an even distribution covering each gummy uniformly. The process continues until the coating fully dries and adheres to the candies, creating a slightly crunchy outer layer. This step is crucial to ensuring product quality and safety. It helps prevent errors like the one that occurred in August 2023 in Spain, when cupcake-shaped candies were mistakenly sold with toxic microplastics. Factory operators carefully inspect each gummy for shape, weight, color, and size defects. Any piece that does not meet strict quality standards is discarded. Once the gummies pass inspection, they move on to the automated packaging process. First, they are precisely weighed to ensure each package contains the correct amount. Then, packaging machines efficiently place them into bags, boxes, or plastic containers. These machines open, fill, and seal the packaging to maintain freshness and prevent contamination. Depending on the packaging type, the final seal may use heat or adhesives. As we continue, let's take a look inside this ice cream factory. The process begins with special machines placing the small cups onto a moving belt, preparing them for the next steps. Next comes the filling stage. Creamy ice cream, made from milk, sugar, and flavors like vanilla or chocolate, is carefully dispensed, making sure each one gets the right amount. The cups move along a conveyor belt, where they are sealed with a lid to keep the ice cream fresh. Some cups also get labels with brand names and flavors. Finally, the ice cream cups enter the packing process. They are arranged in boxes and sent to freezing chambers to harden. Once fully frozen, they are packed and shipped to stores, ensuring fresh and delicious treats for everyone to enjoy. Take a look at these incredible machines in action, perfectly shaping different types of mooncakes. In this production line, everything depends on precise timing and patterns to achieve that flawless form. It's truly mesmerizing to watch each mooncake take shape with such perfection. And here we have a fully automated industrial bakery line that ensures efficient bread production. After baking, loaves move onto cooling spirals where they slowly cool to the right temperature. Next, automated bread slicers cut the loaves evenly before they reach the bagging machines. These machines quickly place the sliced bread into bags, seal them, and label them for distribution. The entire process is fast, hygienic, and ensures fresh, high-quality bread for consumers. As we continue our journey into food production, let's explore how cow sausages are made in a factory. Factories use a step-by-step process to make them tasty and safe to eat. First, fresh cow meat is cleaned and ground into fine pieces. Spices, salt, and other flavorings are mixed into the meat to give the sausages their delicious taste. The seasoned meat is then stuffed into casings, which are thin tubes made from natural or synthetic materials. These casings hold the meat together and give the sausages their classic shape. Once stuffed, the sausages are linked into portions and cooked in ovens or smokehouses to enhance their flavor and ensure they are fully cooked. After cooking, the sausages are cooled and inspected for quality. They are then packaged in plastic wraps or vacuum-sealed bags to keep them fresh. Finally, the sausages are boxed and sent to stores, ready to be enjoyed in meals or on the grill. Lettuce is a low-calorie, nutrient-rich vegetable packed with vitamins A, C, and K, as well as folate and fiber. It supports healthy digestion, boosts hydration due to its high water content, and promotes heart health. Its antioxidants help combat inflammation, making it a refreshing and nutritious addition to any meal. The making of soft biscuit in factory begins in the mixing room, where key ingredients like flour, sugar, butter, milk, and leavening agents are combined to form the biscuit dough. The secret to a soft biscuit lies in the perfect ratio of these ingredients. Industrial mixers ensure the dough is blended evenly, creating a smooth, consistent texture. This step is critical. Too much mixing can result in tough biscuits, while too little won't create the desired softness. Once the dough is ready, it's cut into familiar biscuit shapes. Various molds can be used depending on the type of biscuit being produced. Next, the shaped biscuits are transferred to large conveyor belts that move them through industrial ovens. Baking temperatures and times are carefully controlled to achieve the perfect balance of a soft interior and slightly crisp exterior. The baking process causes the dough to rise and creates the fluffy texture we all love in soft biscuits. After baking, the biscuits need to cool before packaging. Conveyor belts transport them to a cooling area where they are inspected for quality. Finally, the biscuits are wrapped in airtight packaging to maintain their freshness. Whether they're destined for local stores or shipped across the country, the packaging ensures the biscuits stay soft and delicious. The journey of making doner kebab starts with fresh meat. Factories source high-quality lamb, beef, or chicken, depending on the type of kebab being made. Each batch is carefully inspected for freshness and quality before it's prepared for seasoning. Once the meat is selected, it's trimmed and portioned to remove excess fat and prepare it for seasoning. This ensures that every piece of kebab is lean, yet flavorful. The next crucial step is seasoning. Kebabs get their rich signature flavors from a blend of spices and herbs. Factories use large industrial mixers to evenly coat the meat with a mix of ingredients like garlic, onion, cumin, coriander, and paprika. This process not only adds flavor, but also helps tenderize the meat. Tumblers ensure that the spices are evenly distributed, so every bite is packed with that signature kebab taste. Once the meat is seasoned, it's time to skewer it. In small batches, workers manually skewer the meat, carefully layering each piece. For larger production runs, machines take over skewering thousands of kebabs per hour. Automation plays a key role in maintaining consistency. Each kebab is packed tightly, ensuring it cooks evenly and holds its shape during grilling. Next, the skewered kebabs head to massive grills or ovens. Depending on the type of kebab, they may be slow-cooked over open flames or roasted in industrial ovens to lock in that smoky, juicy flavor. This step is crucial for giving kebabs their iconic charred edges and tender, juicy center. Factory grills are designed to cook hundreds of skewers at once, while ensuring each one gets that perfect sear. And here we have an inside look at how ketchup is made in factories, through a well-organized process to ensure it tastes great and is safe to eat. It starts with fresh tomatoes, which are washed thoroughly to remove any dirt or impurities. The tomatoes are then crushed into a thick pulp and cooked to enhance their flavor and remove excess water. Next, other key ingredients like sugar, vinegar, salt, and spices are added to the tomato mixture. These ingredients are blended together to create the ketchup's signature taste. The mixture is cooked again to ensure it's smooth and consistent. Once ready, the ketchup is filtered to remove seeds or skin for a smooth texture. It is then poured into bottles or pouches using automated machines. The containers are sealed tightly to keep the ketchup fresh. Finally, the ketchup is labeled and packed into boxes for delivery to stores and restaurants worldwide. Next up, let's explore the production of strawberry jam in a factory. The process begins with the selection of ripe, juicy strawberries, sourced from farms and inspected to ensure they meet strict quality standards. The strawberries are thoroughly washed and sorted before being transferred to large stainless steel kettles. Sugar, pectin, and sometimes lemon juice are added to the strawberries to enhance flavor and aid in thickening. The mixture is then cooked at controlled temperatures, ensuring the natural flavors and vibrant color of the fruit are preserved. Once the jam reaches the desired consistency, it is poured into sterilized glass jars using automated filling machines. The jars are sealed immediately to lock in freshness, and then pasteurized to ensure a long shelf life. After cooling, the jars are labeled and undergo rigorous quality checks before being packed and distributed to stores ready to delight customers. As we continue exploring how beloved treats are made, let's take a closer look at the process behind factory-made apple pies. The process starts with fresh apples that are washed, peeled, and sliced into even pieces. These slices are mixed with sugar, cinnamon, and other spices to make the delicious filling. At the same time, dough is prepared, rolled out, and shaped into pie crusts. The filling is carefully added, and a top crust is placed to seal the pie. Each pie is then baked in large ovens until golden and fragrant. Once cooled, the pies are packaged securely and sent to stores so they're ready for customers to enjoy at home. Now, let's dive into the fascinating process of how instant noodles are made. It all starts with mixing wheat flour, water, and other ingredients to create a dough. This dough is rolled into thin sheets and then cut into long, thin noodle strands. Next, the noodles are steamed to cook them partially. After steaming, they go through a shaping process to form the familiar noodle blocks. To remove moisture and preserve them for a long time, the noodles are either deep-fried in hot oil or air-dried. Once dried, they are cooled and checked for quality. Then, they are packed with seasoning sachets, which contain flavors like chicken, beef, or vegetables. Finally, the noodles are sealed in cups or packets ready to be shipped to stores. The ice cream cone is a standard in any ice cream store or stand. This tasty and crunchy treat is known as a way to cool down in the summer and makes an edible container for a cold snack. Ice cream cones have come a long way since their accidental invention in 1904 at the World's Fair. From basic wafers to intricate sugar cones, each one must be perfectly crispy, strong, and delicious. It all starts with a simple yet precise mixture. Flour, sugar, water, and a binding agent like soy lecithin are combined to create the perfect batter. Brown sugar is often added to give the cone extra sweetness and a richer flavor. The key to a great ice cream cone is consistency. The dough must maintain the perfect texture, so the mixture is cooled or heated to stay at exactly 17 degrees Celsius. A computerized system ensures that every batch is the same, regardless of outside temperature. Once the dough is mixed, it's poured into machines that shape the cones. A large hopper controls the amount of batter poured onto hot baking plates. These plates cook both sides at the same time, ensuring an even bake. After about 50 seconds, the wafer is cooked and ready for shaping. While still warm and flexible, they are quickly molded into the iconic cone shape. After the cones are shaped, they are cooled on conveyor belts to set their structure. This ensures they are strong enough to hold ice cream without breaking. Every cone must pass a quality check. They're tested for consistency and shape, thickness, and durability to ensure they won't crumble under the weight of the ice cream. The process of making KitKat chocolate bars is a meticulous process that combines art, science, and advanced technology. It begins with the careful selection of high-quality ingredients, including cocoa beans, milk, sugar, and flavorings, which are rigorously tested to meet strict quality standards. The cocoa beans are roasted, ground, and mixed with milk and sugar to create a smooth chocolate paste, forming the base of KitKat's iconic taste. In the mixing and molding stage, the chocolate and wafer layers are combined using specialized machinery to achieve the perfect balance and texture. The bars are then shaped, cut, and cooled in temperature-controlled chambers to ensure consistency. After cooling, the bars are wrapped in sustainable packaging designed to preserve freshness. Quality control measures, including visual inspections and advanced tools like X-rays, ensure every KitKat bar meets exacting standards. This dedication to precision and quality has made KitKat a globally beloved chocolate treat. The journey of canned peaches begins in the orchard, where peaches are carefully hand-picked at the peak of ripeness. The timing is crucial to ensure that only the sweetest, juiciest peaches make their way into the canning process. Once harvested, the peaches are immediately transported to the factory to maintain freshness and prevent spoilage. Upon arrival at the factory, the peaches are thoroughly washed to remove any dirt or pesticides. The cleaning process involves a series of water jets and soft brushes, ensuring that every peach is spotless. After cleaning, the peaches are sorted by size and quality. Only the best peaches free from bruises or blemishes continue on to the canning process. Next, the peaches are peeled. In most factories, this is done using a combination of hot water or steam, which loosens the skin for easy removal without damaging the fruit. Once peeled, the peaches are pitted. After pitting, the peaches are sliced or halved. The pieces are carefully measured to ensure uniformity in each can. Meanwhile, a sweet syrup made from sugar and water is prepared. This syrup helps preserve the peaches and enhances their natural sweetness during storage. Now it's time to fill the cans. The peach slices are placed into the cans and the syrup is poured in until each can is filled to the perfect level. The cans are then sealed tightly, with lids ensuring that no air can enter and spoil the peaches. To make sure the peaches are safe to eat for months or even years, the sealed cans are heated in large pressure cookers. This process, called sterilization, kills any bacteria or microorganisms that could cause spoilage. The cans are heated to a precise temperature and pressure for a set amount of time, preserving the peaches without the need for any artificial preservatives. After sterilization, the cans are cooled down and sent to the labeling area. Each can is carefully labeled with information about the product, such as its weight and the type of syrup used. Finally, the labeled cans are packed into boxes and prepared for distribution. These cans will soon be on their way to grocery stores, ready for customers to enjoy. While there are many great donuts out there, today I'll be focusing on the process of making Krispy Kreme donut in factory. Krispy Kreme typically makes donuts twice a day, once in the morning and once in the evening, though each store might do it a little differently. First, the ingredients for the dough arrive at each Krispy Kreme factory in large bags. The dough is mixed with water and yeast, and its temperature is carefully regulated during the process. Once mixed, the dough is transferred into a hopper where it rests for about 10 minutes. A crane then moves the hopper over the extruder, which shapes the dough into rings using air pressure. No need to cut a hole. The extruder shapes the dough into a perfect ring from the start. Next, the donuts rise in a proofer, a large box that slowly moves the donuts on a conveyor belt for about 30 minutes. Inside, hot and humid air activates the yeast, causing the donuts to expand. Once they've risen, they're ready to be fried. The fryer is filled with hot vegetable shortening, where the donuts are cooked for about 45 seconds on each side. After frying, they are given time to cool before reaching the glaze waterfall. The glaze, whose recipe is a closely guarded secret, coats the donuts evenly before any excess glaze is recycled for the next batch. Once glazed, the donuts travel through the cooling tunnel to ensure the glaze fully hardens before being boxed or placed on trays for sale. Glazed donut is the most popular, but the company also makes many other varieties. Some donuts are dipped in colored icing or sprinkles after they cool, while others, like sugar donuts, skip the glaze altogether. Filled donuts, which don't have holes, are filled with special fillings by hand. The extruder can also be adjusted to create different shapes for special occasions. While the machine handles much of the process, skilled workers are essential. They monitor the machines, adjust settings, and even have an emergency stop button for safety. Above the fryer, a fire suppression system is in place in case of an emergency. Krispy Kreme produces around 20 million donuts per day globally, with an annual production of over 7 billion donuts. Their most famous product is the original glazed donut, and they operate in more than 30 countries, supplying both retail locations and various stores and supermarkets. This factory produces thousands of chocolate brownies daily using advanced technology. Robotic arms swiftly move freshly baked brownies along the production line, ensuring precision and efficiency. Automated systems carefully sort and inspect each piece for quality. The packaging process follows seamlessly, with machines wrapping and sealing brownies for freshness. This high-tech operation guarantees consistent, delicious treats, ready to be enjoyed by chocolate lovers everywhere. As we continue, let's take a closer look at the process of making canned tuna. It begins with catching and unloading the tuna, often by large fishing vessels. The fish are quickly chilled or frozen to maintain freshness during transport to processing facilities. Once at the facility, the tuna is inspected for quality and cleaned. The fish are then pre-cooked by steaming or baking, which makes it easier to remove the skin, bones, and excess fat. After cooking, the tuna is cooled and cleaned further, with the meat being carefully separated into chunks or flakes, depending on the desired product type. Next, the prepared tuna is packed into sterilized cans, often along with liquids such as water, oil, or brine. The cans are sealed tightly to prevent contamination. They then undergo a sterilization process using high-pressure heat treatment, which kills bacteria and ensures the tuna is shelf-stable for extended periods. Once sterilized, the cans are cooled, labeled, and subjected to quality control checks to verify safety, flavor, and consistency. The finished cans are then packaged and distributed, providing consumers with a convenient protein-rich food option. And now, let's explore the cake production in factory on a large scale. The process begins with ingredient preparation, where bulk supplies of flour, sugar, eggs, and other essentials are carefully measured and mixed using industrial-grade mixers. This ensures the batter achieves the correct texture and consistency. Once mixed, the batter is transferred to automated depositing machines, which portion it into molds or baking trays. These are then moved into industrial ovens, preheated to the specified temperature. Baking is meticulously timed and monitored to ensure even cooking, creating a soft and fluffy texture. After baking, the cakes are cooled on conveyor systems to prevent condensation, which can affect their texture. Once cooled, the cakes move to the decoration stage, where frosting, fillings, and designs are applied. Advanced machinery precisely pipes frosting and spreads icing, while other machines layer cakes with fillings such as cream or jam. For intricate decorations such as patterns or logos, robotic systems or skilled workers apply finishing touches. Edible decorations like sprinkles, fruit, or chocolate are added as needed. Finally, the cakes are packaged in protective boxes to maintain freshness and prevent damage, ready for distribution to stores or customers. Now, let's shift gears to this amazing process of making burger buns in factory. It begins with mixing ingredients such as flour, water, yeast, sugar, and salt in large industrial mixers. Once the dough reaches the perfect consistency, it is portioned into uniform balls using automated equipment. These dough balls are then sent to proofing chambers where controlled temperature and humidity allow them to rise, ensuring a soft and fluffy texture. After proofing, the buns are baked in large ovens at precise temperatures, achieving a golden brown crust and airy interior. Once baked, the buns are cooled on conveyor belts before being sent to the packaging stage. Some may be topped with sesame seeds before baking, while others remain plain. The buns are then packed into hygienic airtight bags to preserve freshness and undergo quality checks before being distributed to restaurants and stores worldwide. From a pharmacy on the streets of Atlanta to a global phenomenon, Coca-Cola has captured the world's taste buds. With an astounding 10,000 servings enjoyed every second, this iconic drink has become more than just a beverage. It's a symbol of refreshment and nostalgia. The production of Coca-Cola begins with the main ingredients include water, sweeteners like sugar or high fructose corn syrup depending on the country, caffeine, and a blend of natural flavors. The exact combination of flavors is a closely guarded secret, often referred to as Merchandise 7X. While most of the ingredients are common, the proprietary flavor mix is what sets Coca-Cola apart, giving it a unique taste that has been cherished for over a century. The process begins with purifying the water, which is the primary component of Coca-Cola. Factories use advanced filtration systems to remove any impurities, ensuring that the water meets Coca-Cola's high-quality standards. Purified water helps maintain a consistent taste, regardless of where in the world the drink is produced. After water filtration, it's time to make the syrup base. This syrup is the concentrated form of Coca-Cola that will later be mixed with carbonated water. The purified water is combined with sweeteners and the proprietary flavor blend in large stainless steel mixing tanks. Automated machines measure and mix these ingredients with precision to ensure consistency. Quality control is crucial during this stage, as even a slight variation could alter the drink's iconic flavor. The syrup base is continuously tested for taste, consistency, and quality. Once the syrup base is ready, it's time to add the fizz. Carbonation is what gives Coca-Cola its refreshing bubbles. This step involves pumping carbon dioxide gas into the syrup base under high pressure, creating the signature effervescence. The amount of carbonation is carefully regulated. Too much or too little could change the experience of drinking Coca-Cola. This is done in large carbonation tanks, ensuring that the gas mixes evenly throughout the liquid. While the syrup is being prepared, the factory also produces bottles for the beverage. Coca-Cola bottles can be made from either glass, plastic, or aluminum. Quality control is a top priority for Coca-Cola, as consistency in flavor and quality is key to the brand's reputation. Throughout the manufacturing process, samples are taken and tested to ensure they meet Coca-Cola's rigorous standards. Technicians test for taste, carbonation levels, and purity, ensuring each batch of Coca-Cola matches the brand's standard. Each bottle or can is carefully inspected for any defects before filling. Modern quality control technologies such as high-speed cameras and sensors detect any imperfections. Only bottles that meet Coca-Cola's quality standards move forward in the production line. The bottling process is a high-speed, automated operation. The carbonated Coca-Cola syrup is poured into bottles or cans, typically at a rate of thousands of units per minute. These filling machines are designed to minimize any loss of carbonation and prevent any outside contamination. immediately after filling each bottle is capped to lock in the carbonation and preserve freshness. The capping process is quick, often happening within seconds of filling, and seals the drink tightly. The caps are made from special materials that maintain the seal while withstanding the pressure inside the bottle. Once filled and capped, each bottle or can is labeled with Coca-Cola's iconic branding. The labels include important information such as ingredients, nutritional details, and the brand's trademark logo. This labeling process is also automated with high-speed machines, applying the labels with precision to ensure they're aligned correctly and securely attached. After labeling, the bottles are grouped into cases and packaged for distribution. In most factories, Coca-Cola products are packed in cardboard boxes, plastic wrapped, or pallets, making them ready for transport. Some factories also produce multi-packs for bulk buying, ensuring they can meet various customer needs. Once packaged, the finished products are ready for distribution. Coca-Cola uses a vast network of logistics to transport the drinks from the factory to distribution centers, and then onto retail stores. Refrigerated trucks are often used to ensure the drinks are kept at optimal temperatures during transport. In just a matter of days, a bottle of Coca-Cola can go from production to being stocked on store shelves, ready to be enjoyed by customers around the world. Tabasco's hot sauce has been adding flavor and heat to dishes for over 150 years. The process of making it starts with the Tabasco pepper, which is grown right here on Avery Island. These peppers are carefully handpicked when they reach their peak ripeness, vibrant red and full of flavor. To ensure the perfect ripeness, workers use a tool called le petit bâton rouge, a small red stick that matches the color of the ideal pepe. If the pepper matches the stick, it's ready to be picked. Once harvested, the peppers are brought to the factory where they're immediately processed into what's called pepper mash. The peppers are crushed and combined with salt, also sourced from the salt mines of Avery Island. This salt not only acts as a preservative, but also enhances the flavor. The pepper mash is then placed into oak barrels, where it begins a crucial part of the Tabasco sauce-making process: fermentation. One of the secrets to Tabasco's signature taste is time. These barrels of pepper mash are aged for up to 3 years. During this time, the flavors develop and mature, creating the complex heat and depth that Tabasco sauce is known for. The barrels are sealed with a thick layer of Avery Island salt, which acts as a natural barrier, protecting the mash while allowing the flavors to slowly develop. After fermentation, the aged mash is removed from the barrels and transferred to large stainless steel vats. After aging, the pepper mash is transferred to vats where it's blended with high-quality vinegar. This is where the mash begins to transform into the Tabasco sauce we all know and love. The vinegar helps mellow the intense heat of the peppers while adding a tangy kick, perfectly balancing the sauce. The mash and vinegar are blended and left to sit for several weeks, allowing the flavors to meld together. Once the mash has been fully combined with the vinegar, it's strained to remove any skins or seeds, resulting in a smooth, fiery sauce. This step ensures that each bottle of Tabasco has the perfect texture. Next comes the bottling process. The smooth Tabasco sauce is poured into the iconic glass bottles, sealed with the green-capped lids and labeled for distribution. Every day, the factory produces thousands of bottles of Tabasco sauce, ready to be shipped to over 195 countries around the world. Before any bottle leaves the factory, it undergoes rigorous quality control checks. Every batch is tested to ensure it meets the high standards set by the McElhenney family, who've been producing Tabasco sauce for generations. Once bottled and inspected, the Tabasco sauce is packed into boxes and shipped to restaurants and grocery stores across the globe.